What's up guys, it is Flex, and today I am going to give you a bronze to spectate of Trundle. Francium is a good friend of mine. He's been watching the stream for a while now and supporting me. Okay, so a couple of questions he has are: one, should he delay his Blade of the Ruined King for Spirit Visage? And Teleport Ignite, was that really a good idea? Normally what you want to do is you want to get a Blade of the Ruined King or Ravenous Hydra ASAP, first item. You usually want to rush it. Lifesteal, getting like a Vamp Scepter into Spirit Visage is okay, but it kind of minimizes your damage output, and I would just suggest finishing an item ASAP. Also, which one would be better here? Blade of the Ruined King or Ravenous Hydra? Was bored watching Spazzy. I never watched him. Ravenous or Blade of the Ruined King? In this scenario, I like Ravenous. The reason why I like Ravenous is because you split push a lot better with the extra AD and the cleave passive, the wave clear. And Vladimir does not have teleport, he has Flash Ignite, so you split pushing would be very advantageous, because, I mean, you have teleport, you know? So I would definitely go Ravenous Hydra here. Ravenous Hydra into Spirit Visage, into like a Locket or something. They have a lot of magic damage. So let's begin. Okay, mistake number one is you're not taking a camp. If you take teleport on your top laner, you should be taking the camp 100%. Alright, next thing is when you go against someone like Vladimir, if you do stay level 1, you want to make sure that you take at the least amount of damage possible, which means you would have to use the bushes, you would have to not take juice from him level 1, because he's already chunked you about 300 HP, and from the looks of it, he's going to keep chunking you down with autos and another Q. That should get you at about half your health. So there you go, you're at about less than half health right there, and it's barely level 1. So, like I said, what I would do here is I would just take the camp level 1, recall, get 5 pots, and then just hide in the bush. That's it. I would just hide in the bush, and whenever he comes up to, whenever a minion's about to die, just walk up to it, hit it, walk back into the bush. He'll take some damage, but he won't take that much damage, you know. Second thing I noticed is you started with a longsword and not a Doran's Blade. With Trundle's passive and his W, you really want to start off with lifesteal. There was a time where I would use Trundle. I was like in bronze, but like still, I would use Trundle with lifesteal quints, and then I would rush like double Doran's Blades, and you would get like 30 health back per auto. It's pretty funny. So yeah, if I were this Vladimir, I'd kill you. He has Ignite, like right there I would have killed you. I would have Flash, Ignited, and W'd, and then Ripperino, but he didn't do that. He's apparently scared. Your Vayne got a kill, which is really good. You gotta remember, with Trundle's passive, okay, there's the Ignite, but he didn't Flash, so he should live here. You have to remember that with Trundle, you regen just by standing around minions that die, okay, or enemy minions at least. So you'll regen. That's why he's top lane and not jungler, because what do you call it, man? You're so keen on camp start level 1. Maybe you should make a guide for it. In every single guide for top laners I have, with the exception of Cassiopeia, because it's kind of hard for her, I say start camp level 1. Rumble, Aurelia, Renekton. It should go without saying, you know. Like, I mean, you can get a camp level 1 as Vladimir, you can get a camp level 1 as Trundle, you can get a camp level 1 as Echo, Malzahar. I mean, Warwick. Like, you can get a camp level 1 with so many different champions, like a lot of champions. Because look at this guy. This guy got slaughtered in a level 1 fight. I mean, like, he took like 500, 600 free damage, and Vladimir just laughed and just was autoing him. So, I mean, you really don't want to be against the Vladimir level 1 as a melee, which is why you go take the camp. Alright, so I would be fighting Vlad here. He's level 5 and I'm level 4, but I do have Ignite. So I would definitely be fighting. What elo is this? He is bronze 2. I would definitely be fighting him. I would hide in the bush and just attempt to fight. gonna heat burn flash, which is good because Rancium doesn't have flash, so it's good that they burned it now. Right here, I would activate. If you want to shove a lane in, you activate your W, and that's a really good. That was a good combo there. Are there top laners that can't? Cassiopeia, and she can, but I wouldn't do it. Let's see, he's gonna fight here. There's the ulti, there's the ignite, there's the Q. Vladimir doesn't have his W because he wasted it earlier. Easy kill. Are there top laners that can't get a camp level 1? Lissandra can't. Well, she can, but with help. The list is very small. I can't think of any right now, but mages cannot do a camp level 1. Vladimir can do a camp. I've done a camp with Lissandra. He can do a camp as Rumble. I'm trying to think of, like, Cassiopeia will say no. Yeah, I'll say no as Cassiopeia. But some of them, it lasts too long. Yeah, but you have to remember, like, it'll still give you the experience advantage unless you lose minions. If your opposing top laner doesn't shove the top lane and he freezes, then you don't really miss out on anything, regardless on the time you take. You maybe will miss a couple minions, but it's better than missing a whole wave, as if he crashes it into the tower. So he gets a Vamp Scepter, and he gets his Health Crystal Null Mantle components for Vector Scout. So here's the fight. Taking a little bit of damage. I like that he walked into the bush as he was running away. That's really good. I like that. Alright, so here you should be farming without even giving a care in the world. Like an auto attack Q right there. Good. You gotta remember your chomp is an auto attack animation reset. So what you could have done, right, you auto that, and right here you could have autoed and Q'd, but instead you kind of waited, and then there you go. Oh, never mind. He didn't even. The turret didn't even hit that minion. All right. Yeah, it's really important right now that you farm and regen a little bit. But again, if you had the Doran's Blade and the Vamp Scepter, it really would have helped you with your regen. Right, he just wasted his pool, and he's about to take a tower shot. You should fight here. Yeah, I would have definitely fought. Ulted him, activated W. He would have ulted you and ignited you, but I mean, it's still, I would have definitely fought him. He doesn't have his W. It would have been really exposed. Now you're going to take a lot of damage. And then here you fight him, but he's at about 900 HP, and you are at 700 HP. Okay, let's see how it goes. A lot of damage, you get ignited. See, you decided to fight him. It took you a little too long to fight him. Like, if you would have fought him as soon as he tanked that tower, there's his W. Okay, you can safely assume at level 7 his W has a 21-second cooldown. Alright, or 20 seconds, what is it? 24 seconds. Alright, 24-second cooldown. Alright, which means here you should have fought him, but instead you waited the 20 seconds, but like to re-engage. Like here, he tanked 2 tower shots and he doesn't have a defense. This is an easy kill. He doesn't have flash. I mean, that was an easy kill right there. But instead, you're gonna wait, and now you fight him. And now he has something that makes him invulnerable, and he regens. That's because he used it pretty poorly. Yeah. Knowledge of other champions definitely was. I mean, your lack of knowledge of Vladimir was really obvious right there. I mean, as soon as he wasted his W, whenever Vladimir wastes his W, he is extremely exposed. Even with Flash, he's still really exposed. So you really want to fight there. And then you kind of waited. It's like you knew when his cooldown was up and you intentionally waited for it. So, yeah. Alright, you're starting to fight. You canceled your auto there. You need to be smacking minions because you're taking minion aggro. So what you need to be doing is smacking minions. You just took a lot of free damage. Ignition. No, it's not long enough. So you're dead here. Cancelled your auto once. That might have been it. It might have been enough. But again, something we're all missing is Vayne is 8-0, so all he really needs to do is become a beat shield. The CSing is pretty poor, I agree. For 13 minutes, 55 is bad. He told me he was lagging though in the email, so we'll go ahead and go with that. Like, you're choosing to engage this guy when you have less than half health already. Cancelled your auto there, dump the minion. But right here, you could be auto attacking a minion and life stealing back up. Okay? Instead of just standing around, you know? You got the kill and you live because of your level up, but like small things like that, you gotta keep in mind. Right here, I'd be fighting him. Right there, he's tanking turret aggro right now. I would be fighting him. Echo's on his way, but it doesn't matter. You can 1v1 this guy, alright? He doesn't have Ignite anymore. I think he gets it up though. But again, it's because you waited a little too long. So you're already at only 1k health. You're under 1k health now. I don't think Hex Shrinker's a must against Vladimir. I don't think so. Not on someone like Trundle who can get really tanky. I think if you're going like an Assassin like Zed or Talon, then yeah, I get a Hex Shrinker. But when I go someone like Renekton, Aurelia, yeah, I don't really get the Hex Shrinker. Riven I do, though, because Riven's really squishy. But with Aurelia and Renekton, you can build them tanky. Same thing with Trundle. Spirit Visage is a replacement, can be a replacement for that. You just need some lifesteal to stack with. Alright, so he goes for the Spectre's Cow, and then he finishes the Cutlass. Now this is one of his concerns. Like, how long should I wait off this Cutlass, and when should I get Spirit Visage? You need to finish an item ASAP. Even if you rush the Spirit Visage, like, you need to get something finished. Alright, because he has a full item completed, which gives him an advantage over you. I mean, if it doesn't, it's strictly because of Trundle's kit that makes him stronger than Vladimir at this point. In the future, it's different. Like, once Vladimir gets 2 or 3 items, it's going to be kind of hard to kill him, regardless of who you're using. Alright, so what I would have done here was finish Blade of the Ring King ASAP, or Spirit Visage. Alright, getting components, play musical chairs with items is really bad. Like, you really need to finish one item as soon as possible. Like I said before, I would have gone for Ravenous here, because Vladimir wasn't going to be that tanky early, and once you get the team out, you could have just chunked him down and destroyed him. What's up, Drag? Jungle camps, that's good. Your Ignite's up, so you're looking to fight here, or at least you should be looking to fight here, before taking too much damage. Like right here, I would fight. Before he chunks you down too hard. You're taking free damage. You gotta, like, you're at 900 health now. Like, you're already chunked below half health. But if you're gonna, you can't do like brawls with someone like Vladimir unless you have a gap closure. Like, let's say you with Riven or someone with Rumble who has movement speed burst. Darius who has Apprehend. Like, as Trundle, you don't really have reliable CC. So once you get chunked down to below half health, you're kind of just really exposed. So yeah, your window to fight him just went down. So now you're gonna have to just dance around, pot up, and every time you go in for a creep, he's gonna combo you. It's gonna be quite bad now. He took a lot of damage. Missed the cannon creep. Like, look how easy you're soloing this guy. Look at this. Like, just imagine what would have happened if you did it, like, before you got chunked right here. What's wrong with fighting him right here? What's the big deal? You know what I mean? Like, you let yourself get chunked down so much. You don't even need to. Just fight him. You're Trundle. Like, again, and this falls back under lack of knowledge of your champion and the enemy champion. Okay, I've been telling you, fight this guy, fight this guy, fight this, because I know what Trundle can do. I know what Vladimir can do. I know that Trundle destroys Vladimir, especially right now. And you have Ignite, which is the icing on the cake. Look at when you fight him, dude. You don't even have 1k health, and you just slaughter this guy. Like, it's not even funny watching you beat this dude with a club. Alright? Like, it's not even fair. Vladimir is so weak right now, alright? Like, all he's good for right now is extended, like harass, little engages where you only harass each other. Because if you all harass each other, he's gonna regen it back with the Will of the Ancients. But if you do an all-in fight against his Vladimir, whose cooldowns are still kind of high, I'd say they're like at 8 seconds or something with the Will of the Ancients, maybe 6. Max, okay, max Q is 3.5 seconds. I forgot. Q and W are his Q and E are really low cooldown. And then I underestimated the 10% cooldown. But you got, like, his cooldowns are still quite low. Like, you think, oh man, 3 seconds is cool, he can spam it. But not really. Like, he uses one, but in the time span of one Q to another Q on Vladimir, you've already meleeed him 5 times and Q'd him twice. Alright, so you get ultied, you pop your Cutlass, that's really good. Don't turn around. Why'd you turn around, man? Why would you turn around? So yeah, Warwick with Blade of the Ring King and his Devour already. He only had 200 HP. That was unwise. Alright, so now you're looking to finish Blade of the Ring King. Don't forget to use a pot while you're fighting. I know you probably think it didn't make the difference, or wouldn't have, and it might not have, but sometimes it will make the difference. So you have 3 pots in your inventory. Make sure you use them while you're fighting. This guy gets melted. Flash W. Even Warwick has a pot running right now. But like I said, this falls under him having a completed item and you not having a completed item. He has Blade of the Ring King, you have a Cutlass. And Spectre's Cowl. Spectre's Cowl doesn't really help you. The Visage does, but the Cowl doesn't as much against someone like Warwick. You are farming, you try and fight him, you ult him immediately. Very easy. But again, you don't really have the stick from like Blade of the Ring King. If you have Blade of the Ring King, you would have the movement speed steal. He should be dead here. And auto attack minions. Okay. Just when you're ulti like that, or Vladimir's under you with this pull, just auto attack minions. Look, you got life steal. You get a lot of health back. You get 28 health back whenever you're under W. 47 if you kill a unit. Alright, so now you finish your Blade of the Ring King. 106 farm. It's pretty poor, but I mean, you can work on that, you know. Pretty easy kill. Alright, so main is 10 and 4, 7 and 4, 11 and 4 main. All you need to do right now is be a meat shield. Alright, if you become a meat shield, you'll win the game. Alright, what do you mean become a meat shield? I mean just get as tanky as possible and just peel for the Vayne, because this Vayne will carry you. Alright, build path right now, what it should be is Sphered Visage into he's not gonna go crit build, Lucian. He's already behind, he's really behind also. So I would go Spear Visage into Dead Man's Plate into even a Locket. If Braum doesn't build Locket, Braum builds Sunfire Cave. I don't know what these guys are thinking. Like, go ahead and get a Locket after your Dead Man's Plate. Then after that, you can go for something like a Frozen Heart wouldn't be too bad against that Warwick Lucian combo. I'm just throwing out ideas here. But Dead Man's Plate, definitely. Randuin's not that good here. Dead Man's Plate would be better. I would go Dead Man's Plate into Locket. Locket would be definite, yeah, like an absolute yes, unless Braum builds it. And then you can even go something like, I'm thinking, or maybe a Triforce or a Sheen to help you with your split push. Triforce on Trundle is a really good item. He always spams his Q. Every replay needs to be a loss or win. No, it doesn't. I think this one's a win actually. Because this Vayne is super fed. Like they should win this game. Not taking jungle camps. Oh, that's fine. Good. That was a really good pillar. Good change in targets. You have your Spirit Visage with Merc Treads. I wouldn't really get Merc Treads in this scenario. They don't really have hard CC. They have Leona, but I mean, your whole deal is you want them to CC you down. You know what I mean? You want them to focus you. As soon as you get Leona stunned, you just ulti Leona, steal her resistances, and you're good. So Merc Treads, I'd rather get Sabis, honestly. Warwick auto attack base, Lucian auto attack base. That's what I would do. So pushing, like, it would be a lot easier if you had Ravenous here. Like, you'd wave clear really quickly. That's why I say, like, some scenarios I'll get Ravenous, some I'll get Blazing King. Saw both of them, they both were losses, so okay. This shouldn't have been a loss. Y'all are up 9 kills, and you got a fed main. Like, come on. Let's see what you go for next. Hopefully it's armor. Alright, you come in with the flank, but you already used Ice Pillar, so you're kind of exposed. Alright, I mean, you have no reliable CC. Killing the front line. There's nothing wrong with what he did, and this goes for everyone. All right. What he does is he goes for the front line, and there are some scenarios where this is essential, and you need to kill the front line first. Warwick jumps on Echo. He immediately switches over to Warwick. Warwick gets melted, then he switches targets to Leona, the 2 tanks. That's good. Now their front line is completely like destroyed. All they have are the squishies, and this is where Vayne should come in. You tank the Malzahar ulti, which is really good, which means Vayne, this should be open season for Vayne, but she just auto-attacked the minion, saved Malzahar, and like now she had to flash away, and then she uses QSS for some reason. Like, this should be a kill. I hope it's a kill. Alright, it's a kill. Oh man, Space AIDS is gonna clean up. I know it's not. Like, this should be a win. I don't understand how you lose this. Back away, dude. Run away. You don't need to. Yeah, it took way too long, so this is probably a triple kill. Oh wow, never mind. That escalated quickly. Even if you win, you can send me a replay. Just because you win the game doesn't mean you do everything right. That might be the best help that some of y'all get. Or you send me a win and you realize all the things you've done wrong and you're like, wow, like imagine if I did this right or I did this instead. This win would be super easy. Like, that's the whole point. Like, wow, I could do that. This win should be a lot easier. Like when I was watching videos and trying to learn, I would watch replays of Renekton, solo Renekton only Dyrus, and all these other top laners, and I'm like, wait, that thing he just did, I can do that. You know what I mean? Like, I can do that. I know how to do that against that champion now. I should be able to win. Calm before the storm. Next thing he's going for, it looks like it's a Randuin's. Randuin's is against regular ADs. I guess it's okay. I mean, it offers attack speed reduction, but I mean, I prefer Deadman's Blade. It gives you a slow. Okay, there's no reason for y'all to lose this fight. There is absolutely no reason for you to lose. Well, I say this because Vladimir's bot. So y'all should be shoving mid. You should be going mid. You should be going mid right now because Warwick's down 27, 34, 34, 26. You all should be mid lane, okay? Echo has Runeglaive, which is basically... What are y'all doing? Why are y'all chasing this guy? He doesn't have teleport, so he has to recall the 8 seconds back into lane. If this guy goes in, he still has his ultimate, okay? So he shouldn't die to Vladimir. What you need to be doing right now is shoving mid lane as fast as possible, alright? And Lucian's down for 20 seconds. In 20 seconds, you can at least get the wave shoved to about right here. If you're lucky, and depending on how fast you shove, you can get it all the way to the turret, and you can start smacking the turret. Okay? Like, Dragon's about to be up in 15. I pray to God y'all got the Drake at least. Alright? Alright, that echo ulti was really bad. This time is really taking no damage. Please tell me y'all get the Drake. Okay, good. I was gonna say. Alright, Vladimir gets melted. Alright, here's a mistake. You got your team in the back line facing Leona, and you're trying to solo these two guys. Now, I can understand. I haven't seen this footage, by the way, so I have no idea how this turns out. But just looking at it from here, you're trying to stall and keep them like keep them occupied while your team kills Leona. This pillar was really good, and I say that because it keeps Malzahar on the Braum ultimate, so he's gonna be like super slowed. Lucian, on the other hand, he's gonna get away. So what you want to do here is you want to focus the Malzahar, or even turn back at the Leona and help your team out. And so that's exactly what you do. You go for Malzahar, that's really good. The exhaust comes out, he should be dead. That's really good. Now here, Baron pings. I would be pinging Baron. Alright, they're down 3 people, and you have all 5. Alright, so I would be pinging Baron, telling Echo to get over there, because y'all can't do anything here. Like, what are you gonna do? Can't shove or anything. Okay, y'all left. You and Braum left really early. Alright, if Warwick does a flash ulti onto one of these two guys, they're dead. Alright, you're the security detail. You have to protect these carries. Alright, so don't leave too quick unless you know they're right behind you. And y'all are pinging top lane, that's fine, but honestly the Baron would be a lot better here. I don't know why it was so low. I don't know why he's bot lane, that makes no sense. You're smacking the wrong guy, man. You're smacking Warwick when you should be smacking Vladimir. Luckily for you, Vayne just soloed their mid lane and support, so I don't know how y'all lose this game. Alright, so you finish Randuin's, not bad. You can stack your slows, not the worst thing. Looks like you're gonna go for. That dude soloed Baron. Of course he soloed Baron. Look at that build. That Baron call was. Y'all just needed to call for Baron. It never happened. Yeah, that's a 3v1. You're not gonna kill anyone. The throw. Vayne was solo bot lane for some reason. All this split pushing 36 minutes into the game makes no sense. But again, it all comes down to the Baron. They got the Baron. They're gonna win the fight. Y'all should have been pinging Baron as soon as you see. If it's ever a two-man swing advantage, y'all should be going for objectives. Okay. Like, as soon as you saw that 3 of them were down and y'all had all 5, you should have just gone for Baron, man. Like, ping it out. You ping it out. I'm a top laner and I'm still pinging out Baron. I don't care. It's a team effort, you know? Alright, so you go bot lane. Can you solo this guy? I'm gonna say no. Not without Ignite. You can ulti him and everything, but I think you should be okay. Yeah. Especially Flash. And look at all that damage you dealt though, Jesus. Now you just need to become unkillable. You don't have Vayne. Yep, and you get engaged on that ward. Played that perfectly. Vayne, they see Vayne on this ward right here. They see Vayne barely walking by. Yep, and he forces an engage. Well played, sir. Your pillar can stop a Warwick ulti, by the way. If Warwick ultis, you pop your pillar on him and knock him up, he's out of the channel. That's why. The ulti to Warwick, which was really good. That was perfect. You're tanking, that's perfect. You're going back to this guy Vladimir, that's good. You're trying to kill and defend. But look at this positioning by Vayne. You can't cure stupidity, okay? This is, I don't even know what this is, alright? Look Look at, and she still got away with it. Look at this. Like, the things you can get away with in this elo are ridiculous. Like, and I paused it perfectly. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at it. Look at this. Look at that. Just 350 HP walking in between their mid lane and 80 carry, and she can get away with living. Because this Lucian's like, hey, look, a Veigar stud. A dash into it. Oh god. But you see how she's auto-attacking the minions to lifesteal? You see that? That's exactly what you can do as Trundle. Alright. God, maybe this Vayne is good. But y'all won that fight. Y'all should be pushing mid. What is this Vayne doing, man? Come on. At least get the Drake. Okay, at least you got the Drake. But like, you all could have ended. You all could have ended the game right here. Okay. If Vayne went mid, the game would be over. You got Runeglaive on Echo. Veigar has Arcane Blade, so the more AP he has, the more damage his auto attack will do. Yeah, this game should be over. This game would be over if Vayne went mid. God bless. Oh my god, never mind. This Vayne is horrible. SKT Smurf my ass. This game is over. And you're telling me you lose this game? That was the Vayne's fault right there. Y'all got an ace with your carries alive. Only you and Braum died, and y'all got the ace. That was perfect. That's the best setup for ending the game. Wow. Yeah, definitely smurfing, guys. There's the power of the split push. Your team is fighting mid lane, and y'all ace them in a 4v5. You do not lose this game. There's no way you lose this game. I told you this was a win. And you're telling me he lost. Get out of here. I was wondering, I was like, how do you lose this game? But this was a win. That's good. I got a little worried, because if he would have lost, oh god. Alright. Build path was okay. Randuin's was okay, because Warwick was auto-attacking you sometime during team fights, which was pretty dumb. Lucian couldn't solo you. Vladimir couldn't solo you. The only one that could solo you is probably Warwick, and I'll put a maybe on the Malzahar because he dealt quite a bit amount of damage, and his W is really strong. As for you though, I would tell you, Vayne put me to sleep. Your team fighting is pretty good. You know what to do, which is great, because a lot of people in your elo and bronze have no idea what they're doing in team fights. They say, "Oh, I'm gonna pick this guy. I'm gonna try and kill him," but you knew who to you prioritize your targets based on the scenario of the team fight. Okay, Warwick and Leona died, you would target them. All right, if they died, if Leona was out of position, dove too far on her own, you went for the carries. Like it was really well played. You did a really good job with your team fighting. Your lane phase, you need to have some. You gotta have faith in yourself, man. Like there's so many scenarios where you could have just fought this Vladimir and destroyed him, but you just didn't. I don't know why, but you didn't. All right, and then you solo him, and you're like, "Whoa, shit! I can kill this guy." Yeah, you can. Like in that bot lane fight, when y'all were over here and you were clubbing him to death, like he didn't have a chance. I thought he would, but like he didn't even bother ulting or anything. You just got scared and ran away. Like you could be doing that all game, dude, against this Vladimir. Like as soon as Vladimir gets Will of the Ancients, look at what it gives him. It gives him 80 ability power, 10% CDR, and it gives him a really not as useful passive early. Okay, like now that he has a bunch of AP and health and everything, then it's really good. But I mean, early it's not too effective in a 1v1. So know your strengths, know your enemy's strengths, and know the weaknesses. Okay, your strength is as soon as you hit level 6. Like as soon as you hit level 6, you're killing people easily. Okay, unless they have someone ridiculous like New Darius or something. But even then, like Trundle was considered a counter to Darius during lane phase. If you play correctly, like as soon as Darius misses a Q, Trundle just wins immediately, and that's before level 6. What else would I tell you? Take jungle camps, really easy to do as Trundle. with your Q. Remember, your Q is an auto attack animation reset. Okay, so as soon as you auto something, you can Q it in rapid succession. Or as soon as you Q something, you can auto it in rapid succession. Alright, so remember that. Know when to get know when to get Ravenous, and know when to get a Blade the Ring King. If you're against someone without teleport, that's #1 sign, get Ravenous Hydra, because it helps you with your split push. If you're against a team that can kite you really hard, then you can go for Blade the Ring King. Can they kite you here? Lucian can kite a little bit, Leona can, Warwick can. So Blade the Ring King wasn't the worst thing, it wasn't bad. I would have gone Ravenous because this dude doesn't have teleport. Alright. Other than that, it was okay. I mean, you got carried pretty hard by this Vayne. But I mean, you didn't feed too hard. You went 7 and 7. I mean, that's your job to die, you know, as Trundle, and with a Vayne on your team that's super fed. But I hope this helps you, man. Again, the things to focus on: knowing your strength of the lane phase, knowing when to fight, when not to fight, how to fight. Should I harass? Should I do little small fights against this guy and then wait to chunk him down and then go all in? Or against Vladimir, who can regen, should I just, as soon as I walk into lane, kill a few minions to thin out the wave and then 1v1 him, so like go hardcore engage? Alright, against Vladimir, you want to stay away from those long extended brawls where you fight for a few seconds, back off, and then fight and then back off. Because he'll regen and you won't. Well, you will, but not at a quick rate like him. But hope it helped you, man. This is my 3rd commentary. Again, if you want to submit your commentary, refer to the video on the main page. It teaches you how to sign up for replay.gg and send me your replays. I want to suggest, I want to say send me ranked games. Okay, I'm not going to say only ranked games, but I want to tell you to send me some ranked games. Because I mean, what you're gonna play, that's what it is. You know, you're playing against ranked. That's what you're gonna do. You want to climb. If you want to get better, it's because you want to climb. So if you want to climb, then you gotta play against people in your elo. All right. So again, top lane, mid lane, and jungle guides. I'm not gonna say only. I'm gonna say are strongly preferred, because I can definitely help you out there. Support lane, I can help you out a little bit. AD carry, I can help you out absolutely 0. That's a lie, but it's almost 0. So yes, good luck, Francium. Thank you for the support to the stream. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned, bud. Oh, I forgot. Let's go over runes and masteries. Totally forgot. Real quick. Runes and masteries. Right here. Let's see. So he went AD Quints, Armor Yellows, AD Reds, Scaling them are Blues. Perfectly fine, nothing wrong with that, really standard. Max Q, then Max W, and then Max E, perfectly fine. Let's go for Masteries. Okay, he went 921 Masteries. Now, here's the thing. When you go Trundle, you're already going to build tanky. I mean, there's nothing wrong with defensive 921-0. I just prefer 21-9-0 because your ulti steals resistances, which helps your defensive side. You naturally build defensively, which would help your defensive side. So I would go 21-9-0. And I say that because Butcher and Feast are just too good to not get on someone like Trundle, who has the ridiculous sustain that he does. Alright. Butcher, for those of you that don't know, increases your damage of single target spells to minions, which helps you kill them. Feast regens, I think it's like 3 health and 1 mana, or something like that, every time you kill a unit. Alright. So, I hope this helps, man. Good luck.